Hi everyone, welcome to the Voice of Joy. This is my very first episode and I'm not even sure if I did it correctly because I scheduled the post on my fan page and created a link for it and all, and that was great, but I don't know how to actually go live on that specific link. So technical difficulties, right? It's a work in progress. So I'm just going live directly on my fan page and we'll see how it goes, right? Maybe it'll all link up together. We'll find out later and I'll get better. So I'm happy you're here. I'm most likely going to be watching on replay. And that's fine too. But I'm super excited about this. I have been wanting to do like a podcast type podcast basically for a while now, but I really hadn't done it before. I wasn't sure how to do it, and it's all about your voice. And just kind of funny, I've been thinking, why not just do it on video? And I'm like, wow, and what am I going to talk about? All this stuff, trying to come up with everything else. Everybody's like, well, talk about joy. We need joy. Why are you trying to recreate the wheel? You're already the life of joy. So I'm like, okay. And then it just like hit me, the voice. I can be a voice on video. I've always wanted to do the podcast, and now I'm changing that voice challenge I had in a podcast to letting you actually see my face. So yes, you're going to hear my voice, but anyway, plan to have fun. I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things, all of course revolving around joy. So the first up, I thought I would tell you why joy. Two things about joy. First is, what is joy? And, you know, everyone wants to be happy, right? If you ask people, would they rather be happy or rich? You want your children to be happy or rich? They always say happy, right? It's just a human need, desire that we have is to be happy. But joy is when that happiness bursts. It's an uncontrollable response to what is going on in your life. It's an attitude of the heart, of your mind. It's like an elevator. You're in the happiness elevator, and it's going up to different levels of happiness, up and down, depending on you, really. Yes, there are external things that are involved with it, but it's about you and how you respond to things. So, kind of like if you see someone smiling, the difference between, okay, this is how I say it. The difference between joy and happiness is a smile and laughter. Does that work? Does that make sense for you? Because I love it. The other part of joy is, why do I have it spelled J-O-I-E instead of J-O-Y? Well, J-O-I-E is the French spelling for the word joie. And it comes from the whole idea for my brand, and when I thought about joy and really what it meant for me was joie de vivre. And I don't speak French, so I'm probably saying it wrong. Hello! But joie de vivre is a zest for life. It's a term for how you go about life, cheerful enjoyment of life, the passion you have, the zest for life, an exaltation of spirit. And it's like, again, that laughter, you know, the smile that bursts. I mean, that to me is such a beautiful picture of joy is gosh, don't you want to live a life of joie de vivre? And taking time to smell the roses and laugh and have that exaltation. So there you have it. Why joy and why joie, J-O-I-E. That's the answers to that. That's what I'm all about. So that is what the kind of the idea of this video will be. Every week I'll be talking about different topics on the subject of joy, how to be more joyful, tips in my life, what I'm doing, the journeys that I'm having, the things that I'm learning. So I'm excited to share that with you, and I hope that you will find value in it and are able to share with others. Thank you for the hearts. I love the hearts. That is so cool. So my topic for today is going to be how to, let's see, I took notes, right? Because when you get on live videos, I'll tell you, you ever get nervous? You think, oh, I can't do live videos? Well, yeah, I get nervous. And when I get in front of the camera, as much as I love it and have fun, I forget everything. Right? Just look at myself and you're like, it's like, look at the light, right? So, oh, perfect. Look what I wrote. Be a light of joy on social media. That is what my topic is today. So I'm already talking about the light. So there are a lot of things that you can do on social media to really create, customize your experience of it. Yes. So You know, I do too, and I'm doing it, and I'm committing to doing a 20-minute video every single week, specifically on this topic of joy. So hopefully I won't bore everyone to tears, right? So you can do it too. Tag me when you do your video. I would love to support you in it. So as you're on social media, there are a lot of things that you can do. You can unfollow people that aren't posting things that you want to see. You don't have to unfriend people. You can also, on the new live video feature at the bottom when you're on your phones, you can actually go through and see a whole bunch of videos. They will post different things, suggest things for you, not even just your friends, but just random stuff. You can curate those too and tell them, I don't want to see these. You just right click, drop it down, change that. You can totally customize all of that stuff. You can like certain people, get in different groups, see a lot of different things. The more you engage with people, the more Facebook will automatically customize it for you. But here's my nugget for you today. That all being said, that's all well and good, and there's training you can do on all that and learn more as you go. But what I see a lot of is people that go on rants. People that think that Facebook is a vehicle for changing people's minds about anything. If someone's stuck on something and they're going off on a rant one way, you can't just jump in, chime in, and ever going to change their mind. Okay, you just can't. It's not going to happen. Facebook is not the vehicle for that, that kind of conversation. So why do it? Why engage? And I'm not talking specifically about anything political, anything in particular, across the board. Whatever the topic is, you have a choice to engage or not engage in that conversation. You're not going to change their mind. If you engage with them, now you have dimmed your light of joy. Now you have validated the negativity that they were talking about, and you're spreading that around. What you focus on grows, so you need to make a conscious decision as you are out there reading things, what you want to engage on. I personally have made it my goal to never post a negative rant. People will go on, on a, did you see so-and-so talking about this? And it's like, why are they doing that? And I'm going to unfollow this person. I'm just going to unfollow everybody on my feed that's just talking about just junk. And I just don't think, why can't we all just get along? I'm calling you on it. You've done that before. And yes, stay away from the negativity. You've done it even without intending to, because you think you're being so good and you're going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to unfollow you. Well, come on. Why post that you're going to unfollow people? You may need to do that on the side, but you don't need to brag about it. You don't need to post it and tell everyone that you've done it, because what you've then done is taken away the joy. You've dimmed your light of joy, and now you are going along with everyone else like, oh, why did she unfollow me? What did I say that was so wrong? Well, I hope I'm not doing that. I mean, look what you just... I love it. Vibrate higher. Totally. That is very true. Because if you don't, we bring everybody down. And joy is a light that brightens things, but it's also not a heavy energy. It's not a... You can get weighed down with when you're in an environment that is not conducive to joy, or when you're participating in it, even if you have a higher idea on it and you want to help everybody and you're gonna just change their mind and bring them on board. You can't. You got to find your tribe. Hang out with the right people that already have that mindset, and just show by your example what you're doing. So post fluffy puppy picture posts, right? I love those. I shared one yesterday that almost kind of makes me cry. It's one of those Budweiser videos, and it's a puppy, and the puppy keeps escaping from the neighbor's home where she's actually adopting the puppies out, and so this puppy just keeps escaping, coming into the barn and seeing his stallion that he loves, right? It's Clydesdale, and the Clydesdales rescue him so he doesn't get adopted out. I mean, that's happy, and people think, oh, why are you posting stuff like that? But think of how you feel when you watch something like that. It changes your feelings, right? You smile, you may giggle, you may laugh. We need more of that in the world. So consciously make those choices to share that kind of information out there with people. And I think you'll be surprised at what happens. And the funny thing is I need a timer, I think. Note to self, I need some sort of timer. So I don't run on too long. Because I could, because it's video, right? And I love video. Very much a choice. So, That's my thought for you today. So what I would suggest as a one thing that you can do, just one thing to elevate your vibration of joy, to ride up in that elevator of happiness, take it to another level, is do a joyful rant. I challenge you to do a joyful rant today on Facebook. And it could be about the weather and why the weather makes you so happy. I mean, look at this sun out here. It's amazing. It's blue skies. It's warm. It's February. I planted my garden. I'm so happy. I'm alive this morning. I'm drinking great water. I actually have a coffee maker that made me amazing coffee, and it tastes so good. It's organic. Do a rant like that. I mean, why not? It'll make you feel good, and if you could do it on a Facebook Live video, oh my gosh, people will see that energy, and you will inspire other people, and they'll be like, what is her problem? What is she drinking? Be like, yeah, I'm taking my EHT too, which helps. So I dare you to do that. If you're going to do it, comment below that you were doing it, because then I will watch on your timeline to see what you rant about, and I can support you on that. So I'm so excited to hear and see. Would be great. We're doing it on Facebook Live too. But if you just want to do a post, share a happy picture even, something that goes on in your day, great. That's fine too. So I'm excited to see who's going to do it. So, oh, and a side comment here. I have these eye patches still on. This is my morning to put them on, and I was totally not going to miss out because they're so amazing. But that's why they're still on, because you can leave them on for 20 minutes, and I like to leave them on for 40 minutes or so. And it hasn't been that time yet, so that's why you get to see me wearing them still. It's so cool and refreshing. So, sorry, but they feel too good to take off. I have a random tip for you today, too. And we'll see. I was thinking this might be like a permanent piece of my little weekly Joy series. Random tip. So, tip today is, don't have a solo dog. If you're a dog lover, and you have one dog, you have to train that dog. Hey Sydney, happy you're here. Thanks for joining me. If you have one dog, you spend a lot of time training them and getting them on board. Helicopter. You spend a lot of time getting them on board and showing them the ropes in your household and teaching them what to do and what the rules are and how to behave. And then it ends when they die and you start all over again with another dog. And I will tell you, it has brought me the most joy to have 2 dogs. When I got my second dog and I had a 2-year-old and a puppy, I watched them the puppy learn from this big boy, and it was the most amazing thing. You now have a legacy. You now can pass on the training from dog to dog to dog to dog, and it's just this amazing thing. So you think having a dog is hard and, oh, there's so much you got to go through. Get 2. Have 1 already established, then bring a second one on board. Your life will change. It is so simple to have 2 dogs because the one will just show them the ropes. And dogs learn by watching, and you can't show them how to climb up the stairs. I mean, they just don't learn it from you. But they watch the adult dog do it, and that puppy's got it like that. It's amazing. So that's my tip for the day. Don't just have 1 dog. Do 2. Double your joy. Double the pleasure. Double the poop scooping in the backyard. That's all. So that is my video for today. This is a Voice of Joy. I encourage you to like my fan page so that you'll be notified. I'll try and get my act together and figure out how to link my scheduled video post to the actual one that occurs. But you'll get notified when I'm doing them every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Share with your friends. It's a public video if people need a little cheeriness. I am, as far as events going on, I am hosting an online Facebook party this afternoon. So if you'd like to join me and find out more about the eye patches, if you want to know a little bit about the vehicle that funds my Life of Joy, which is Nerium, you're welcome to jump on that this afternoon. It's at 4 o'clock. Just post below or send me a message, and I will add you to that private party that we're doing. It's going to be fun, and we've got some free giveaways going on, so it would be great for you to join me on that. Something else you can do for some happiness. So that is all I've got for today. I will see you all again for next week. If you have any questions for me, just post those. I can address them next week. You will see me in other random videos, of course, as I go, but this one I'm going to keep Wednesdays at 10 a.m., the Voice of Joy. So I hope you'll join me. I'm super excited about it. Can you tell? Do I look a little happy? I got sunlight going on too, right? Hey, thank you, Perla, for joining me. That was so sweet of you. Thank you for all your hearts. I love the hearts. Hearts are just like amazing. So, woohoo! Bye, everyone. See you next week.